Today is our basic shoot.
We are going to show you the most simple, beautiful, chill way to do a photo shoot.
I think as photographers, we sometimes get a little like hog wild when we start planning our shoots, and it's like, the more the better.
We finally get to show how little it can take to make an amazing photograph.
We're gonna break it down with the styling. We're going to show you just a few little steps that will turn your client into just glowy, gorgeous, beautiful without trying too hard and without being over-styled.
Or overthink, or overlight, or just overdo it in general.
I really just want to show you, as a stylist, or if you're just a photographer that doesn't have a stylist, some simple things that you can do to just create a beautiful shoot without, over styling. We're not going to use any big lighting setups. We're not going to do anything that's over exertion. It's just going to be chill, like a breeze going through the mountains.
We're each going to have one camera, one lens, one roll of film, and the natural light we covered in our light walk episode.
We just want to take the time to slow down and simplify everything. Nice gown, Ryan.
Thanks, Tanja. We're here in our simplest, most beautiful outfits to focus on something. Photo shoots have a lot of elements. You've got your lenses, your wide angle, your normal, your telephoto, you've got your camera, your film, your memory card, your light meters, your models, your stylist, your wardrobe. There's so much going on that sometimes you forget that portrait photography at its core is the connection between a photographer and the subject.
Deep inside this canyon, the canyon with the stone walls for my head.
And we're going to show you how to combine all those things into a photograph that looks like an amazing amount of production went into it.
And sometimes some of the most beautiful pictures actually happen just the simplest things, and basic.
And you can do this all the time. This is something that will keep your anxiety very low and keep you and your client just super relaxed, and you'll get the most beautiful pictures you've ever seen.
And see what we can do, which is very scale down the basics.
Sailing out to sea.
I personally find that that's one of my biggest, when I see pictures that are just, they could be so gorgeous, but there's just too much makeup or too much jewelry or just too much going on, and it just doesn't need to be that way. So we've got Miss Ashley here today and Miss Kitty Cat. I had the girls bring just basic wardrobe. I also bring pieces myself. This is something as a photographer you can do too. You can scour the Goodwills, keep really simple lines, little tank tops and beautiful little blouses, and just have a choice maybe of things that are in your studio that you can utilize. Maybe your model or your subject brings a pair of jeans and you have a beautiful little vintage blouse, and done. She doesn't even need shoes. Or maybe she's got a great little pair of flats. I'm telling you, your pictures will be just luscious. As far as hair and makeup goes, that's also one of the areas that just gets overdone, I think, sometimes, in my opinion, unless you're going for the drama of it all. And one of the things I love to do so that you can still see skin is you take your foundation and a little bit of lotion and you mix it up and create a really thin base, or you could use one of those tinted moisturizers, if you've got a subject with great skin. If you don't, there might, need to be a little bit more. But one of the things I love is to still see the skin, not have such a matte, surface. You get that really dewy, glowy look when you can still see the skin and you're not using too much powder. One of the other things I love to do is to pick some sort of an earthy tone, like a cream makeup, maybe a brownie peach, and you put it on their eyes, you put it on their cheeks, you put it on their lips, then a little gloss, tiny little bit of mascara, and you're done. I mean, it's such a beautiful look. That's what I'm gonna do with both of these girls today. Their hair's just, they both have sort of just natural, beautiful hair, and I might enhance it a little bit with a tiny bit of hair cream. I might take a big fat roller curling iron and just give them some quick little loose pin curls, nothing too twirly whirly or crunchy. That's a no-no. No crunchy, but I'll show you how to do that. And seriously, I urge you as photographers to get a subject and practice this yourself. You can also, learn how to do this and guide your subject, your client, into doing this for you.
So what we're gonna do to keep it simple, we're gonna dress simply to always remind us.
We have to have simple in our own energies.
Yep.
We have to translate simple.
So here we are all simpled out. We're each gonna choose one camera, one prime lens, no zooms allowed, one film stock, one roll of film.
One model.
One model.
One location.
One location. And we're gonna make some beautiful, meaningful, awesome photos. And we're gonna do it all with us and the subject, not worrying too much about the gear, not worrying too much about the light. We're gonna shoot in pretty even light, get our exposure right up front, probably not even need to change it.
I really love to see the wardrobe matching the location. It's a really discombobulating thing to see images that, there's this beautiful old farm, and then your subject is in clothes that maybe they'd wear to the club, or they wore to work that day. I think it's a great idea for you to take a little more control over your shoots and make sure that your final image really makes sense. You know what I mean? Today we happen to be on an incredible old farm. So the pieces that we wanted to work with, keeping this very simple, I chose little country dresses and little slips and little soft, all soft colors. Nothing that's gonna clash with this location. So on little Ash here, we've got this 1930s simple little floral dress. She brought some cowboy boots that I just love. So we throw those babies on, and I happen to have this little leather belt. Done. It's so simple. Now, if you wanted to break it down even more simple, to kind of change it up for her, you could take the belt off, take the boots off. She can be barefoot and amazing. So you've got two different ways you can go, and they're both so simple. And little Cat over here, I've got this 1950s white cotton slip, and we've a boutique locally gave us a few clothes to use, and so this is a modern sweater, but look how beautiful the lace. It has a sort of vintage feel to it, and it brings this fleshy color in. And then I chose to put some little shoes on her that are they're actually modern, but they're a replica of 1940s little wingtip Mary Jane, and I love that. And once again, if you wanted to break this down even more simple, take the sweater off, take the shoes off, and it just changes it to even more basic. Like you could shoot this color, you could take this all off, and then shoot that black and white. That's what I would do. So I just wanted to show you how simple it can be. It doesn't have to be anything overthought, and this is one way you can achieve it.
And a bonus to this, because T, the other T of T&T, is such an amazing stylist. I'm so blessed to have her. Not all photographers really get to have a stylist in their back pocket. Simple styling can be so effective, and also how just little techniques and tricks that a photographer can do whether they're a stylist or not.
At the end of this episode, you're not gonna have your, well, I've only got my one camera and one lens excuse. So we're gonna take one camera, one lens, make some beautiful images.
Hopefully make some beautiful
Hopefully.
images.
Whoa! You might be terrible. Okay, we're about to get our simple shoot underway. As you can see, the light's all pretty even, so I'm not gonna have to change much. I'm gonna kind of get a meter reading right around here, so I know about where we're at. And then we're just gonna make some beautiful pictures. I usually like to start with something just really simple, really straightforward, just to get people comfortable. So I'm not going to talk to you guys anymore. I'm going to talk to you. So if you'll do me a favor, just kind of lean back. You don't have to get up on it yet. I just want you to kind of lean back against it. Yep, with your hands. Ooh, and let's let your hair fall to that side. Kind of even brush it around, like to that side, and just kind of let that hang right there. And if you'll just bring your arm out a little bit more, yep, just so we see that you got an arm. We won't have just a miscellaneous hand sticking out there. We are gonna get our first shot underway, just right here. Perfect, chin out just a little bit more. Yep, right there. Boom, we just got our first one. Perfect. And lean forward, and we're just gonna kind of let your hair fall and just kind of blow in the wind, just like that. And I'm gonna move to right here to get this. Can you bring this arm around a little bit, or maybe not resting on that, maybe just kind of like resting right there. Yep, oh, that's so pretty. And just kind of, yep, flip your hair out right there, and then just look at me right there. Perfect, that's gonna be so good. Oh, that's so great. Will you tip your head down, yep, down that way so your hair kind of falls? You know what, you can actually be looking down, maybe just right over there. Yep, perfect. Ooh, that is so moody. Awesome, I really love that. Now I'm gonna get one tight portrait like that too, so right there. Oh, I love that, it's so pretty. So give me one more. I want you kind of like kind of leaning, like really leaning into it. So just put your feet out a little bit farther. Maybe not quite that much. You can take a little bit back. Yep, yeah, and really just kind of chillaxing, reclining on that. I'm gonna make sure and cut your feet off because I like to do that to Tanja. Awesome, and just kind of shake your hair out a little bit. Awesome, and then settle on it right there. Simple shoot. For her. Oh. There you go. That was awkward. I love challenges like this because it just helps me reconnect with the absolute basics of photography. We just shot in front of a fence, in front of that field on the barn there. And I think they're gonna be so beautiful. It's my favorite kind of shooting anyway. Tanja and Tia do a lot of bigger productions, but my favorite thing to do is just keep it so simple.
Tia is totally dying right now because we are at the basic shoot, which makes girls like us really cringe because in a location like this and with your model dressed like this and the fabulous hair and makeup that Tia did, it makes you cringe that you're only limited to one little thing that we're trying to do. So she's like, Tanja, we gotta get this. I was like, basic shoot, T. My one camera I chose was my Nikon F100, 35mm. And I chose my one lens, which is my favorite lens for my 35mm, and that's my 35mm manual focus AIS lens. I chose to shoot black and white. I'm kind of regretting that because I love the pink and the pops, but I chose black and white before I got that far. I'm shooting the Fuji Acros 100 speed film. Bring your face up. I'm just gonna meter the light. Gorgeous. Okay, I like to just meter the light and then put my camera down and be done with it because now it's just set and I just want to like get her in a comfortable place. And me too. Okay. Go ahead and stand up, my dear. So the first thing I want you to do is come over here and you're gonna sit on the corner and you're gonna see how my one hand is strong and my weight is pushing forward onto that hand, and your legs are gonna straddle it, right? I just want to see what you look like right here. Boom. Got it? Okay. Yeah. Yes.
Oh, beautiful. Okay. That's so pretty. I love her hand hanging. I don't know. It's kind of sweet.
I love
like
it. Just
that.
like, pretty. Love.
Gorgeous.
Just put both hands in your lap like this. Yep. And sort of slump. Yep.
Ooh.
Chin goes out, 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 out. Ooh, right there. Don't move.
Beautiful.
Don't move. Boom, I'm coming in closer. Stay right there, your face looks great. Little fire lines. Little zing. Yes, chin up, 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 up. Oh. Oh, that was so cute. Okay, keep laughing, keep laughing, keep laughing, keep laughing, keep laughing. Laugh to these guys up over here. Bring your head up this way. Now chin back down to me. Laugh, laugh, laugh. There you go. Yes.
Yes, beautiful.
Don't move. 1, 2, fire, fire, fire. Yep. Breathe, baby. There it is. Beautiful.
And like, yeah, wrap that little foot around the other foot, yeah, and just like really,
Ooh.
yeah.
Oh, that's pretty.
Beautiful.
Right there. 1, 2, 3. Now total profile. Ooh.
I feel like this foot needs to come forward.
Yeah, I want her to swap sides, baby, because yeah.
Yeah. And just really bring your body around
the
this
way
way.
the shoe is gonna, yeah, right there. Okay.
And this front leg, I think, needs to be bent just a little
Yep.
bit.
There it is. Pull the dress up on her knee so you see her knee. And then hold on, take your shake out your hands, and then go back in.
Almost like you're coldie, but not like, but like really around your waist, like, and really, yeah.
And now fall forward from your chest, and now turn your head completely that way. Beautiful. And just slowly come back to me. Ooh. Beautiful. Ooh, pretties.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Now let your hand come down. Just like come
That's funny because I was sitting here doing so like.
Beautiful. Oh, and close your eyes and just circle your head back. Gorgeous. Oh my gosh, keep circling, go all the way around. Beautiful. It's a wrap.
Gorgeous.
Good job, Mama.
So the basic shoot, it was so basic. It was awesome.
It came together just magically, as always.
I actually enjoyed the challenge of only getting to photograph like one roll of film.
These girls, they fit the location. They had great energy. I think they really enjoyed it just as much as we did.
I actually photographed too, but shh, don't tell Ryan, because he only got to take one roll of film. He did 120, so it gave him 15 pictures. I chose 35 millimeters, so I got to shoot 36 pictures.
Tanja cheated a little bit. She gave me 16 frames, a 120 roll, and I kept it really simple. Shot it in about 3 minutes. She, of course, went all Tanja on it, shot 36 frames, and then a little mini shoot after that.
I only got to shoot 30 because the first 6, I couldn't bear it before we got the model out there. Like, I had to take some pictures of the barn because it was so awesome. So I kind of cheated a little.
I felt like I was more honest to the assignment, but her images will probably be a little more spectacular.
Shh, don't tell Ryan. But because I had chosen black and white, and then I get the model out there and I saw the awesome like bubble peak lips matching the dress, I was like, it was killing me. And Tia, of course, was like, you gotta do it, you gotta do it, you gotta do it. So we sort of snuck another roll and sort of snuck a little roll of color. So sorry, Ryan. I guess I failed the challenge. Here, like, the idea of doing the basic shoot is like so awesome, and I couldn't even do it. All right, that's embarrassing, actually.
That was awesome.
It was awesome. I love this location. I loved our models. I loved how simple we kept it.
It was hard to keep it simple. It's very challenging, actually.
It is hard.
Don't you think?
Yeah, we tried it. Oh yeah, no big deal. But there's so much inspiration here that it is kind of hard to keep it simple.
Yeah.
But we did it.
To be honest, I'm exhausted. I'm tired. I don't sleep well. I didn't sleep well last night. But it was such a good day. I mean, anytime you're shooting, it makes it worth it. That's how much I love photography, that it's more important than sleep. It's more important than eating. And I hope we can share some of that with you, that you can just pick up some of the joy of it, how fun it is, that it's not an assignment. It's not something you have to get done. I mean, it can be your passion, even if it's your job. Like, I would dread the thought of shooting all the time if I didn't love it this much, but I do.
You know what I've noticed when we shoot that way too is that the client or the model, whoever you're shooting, it really puts them in a good place too.
I'm just thrilled. I'm really thrilled with everything that happened today. I could not be more pleased.
That was such a fun challenge to be limited to one roll of film, to have 16 frames to capture what you want to convey.
Yeah. And how different is that when you're accustomed to like digital photography and there's like, you know, endless amounts of pictures, to try to refrain to, well, I did 30 and you did 16.
You know what I love though? When I get it back, I'm gonna have 16 images to go through. I'm gonna find the right shot. It's not gonna be a 400, these all look the same.
Yeah.
I'm gonna know which one right
And
away.
you're probably gonna have 16 amazing images.
Exactly, because that's what you
Let's
get
say
when you
like
slow
10.
down.
Let's set the bar a little lower. Maybe 10?
Oh no, we're gonna have like 30.
Amazing
No.
pictures.
Yeah.
When you keep things simple, like they can be more present and you can really get more out of them. So that whole less is more concept, I mean, it's cliche, but it's so true.
That's a wrap.
That's a wrap.
Good job, guys.
Good.
Woo! I love you guys.
All film was provided by Fujifilm, and a special thanks to Richard Photolab for processing all images in this episode. Like the music? Special thanks to Triple Scoop Music. Frame Network giveaways are brought to you by B&H. Head to giveaways.framenetwork.com for your chance to win. Find out more about the equipment used in this episode on framenetwork.com.